Welcome back everyone to Heroes and Villains HQ. My name's David and today we have a Black Series review. We're going to check out Lieutenant Galle from Revenge of the Sith. If you haven't already, be sure to hit the like and subscribe button down below. But let's go ahead and jump into this brand new Black Series review. Oh man, this has got to be one of the best Clone Trooper releases from the Black Series to date. Before we check out the figure up close, let's take a look at the amazing Revenge of the Sith packaging Lieutenant Galle comes in. First off, you have this nice burnt orange color scheme. Revenge of the Sith, he's number 3 in this series. Take a look at the figure and its included accessories there on the bubble. On the side here, you can see the package art, Lieutenant Galle and Felucia in the background there. Again, really, really great galaxy mural as they always are with the Black Series. And on the back, you have that mural again, description, the number, the line, all of the same information. Let's go ahead and crack them open. Okay, let's start off with the accessories for the figure. First up is the classic clone DC-17 blaster rifle. Looks great. It's got sort of a kind of muted gray, not quite black, so I like that it's not just a plain black blaster. He also has a pair of blaster pistols that can go in his side holsters. Again, same color, look really good. However, the highlight here is the brand new helmet mold. And you may not be able to tell right now the changes that they made to this helmet mold, but later on in this video, I'll show the figure next to a couple of different clone troopers showcasing the upgrade that this helmet really is. So that does it for accessories. Now bringing the figure a little bit closer, you can see this is on the 3.0 body that's been released. It's kind of got that matte finish to it, which I personally like. Overall, the paint scheme on this figure is pretty simple. You have the yellow 327th Star Corps coloring throughout there, a little bit of weathering on the chest and the knees. Looks really good. You also have this nice pauldron, very sturdy with the brown coloring, the ammo pouches on the side here. This looks really, really good. And it attaches to the belt on the back. And then you have a tan cloth cama. So overall, the figure sports all of the details that you would expect from a 327th Star Corps trooper. Of course, those blaster pistol holsters on the side there. As for the articulation, as I mentioned, it is the 3.0 body. So you do have the movable knee pads there, really good knee articulation. On the elbows here, this is also great articulation. You're getting 90 degrees there. And then due to the pauldron, you do have a little bit of limitation on the shoulders, but really not much. You're still going to be able to get some great poses with this figure. And because you have the cloth cama instead of a molded cama, you're going to really be able to move the hips and the thighs around to get this clone trooper into some really cool positions. Let's go ahead and put all of his armaments on. There you have it, blaster in hand, helmet on, and you can just tell classic Revenge of the Sith look to this figure. Captures the clone troopers perfectly, and I cannot wait for next year when they do more clone troopers with this updated helmet, as this is the realistic Revenge of the Sith Phase 2 helmet versus the mix and mash interpretation Hasbro's been releasing as of late. Taking a look at another pose, truly, this clone trooper has to be one of, if not the best clone trooper on the market right now, without a doubt in my mind. This looks fantastic. Now, let's compare him to a few of the older clone troopers. First up, you have to put Commander Bly up here. So taking a look at Bly next to Lieutenant Galle, first up, the biggest thing you can tell is the color difference. Obviously, Bly is one of the first clone troopers they've done. This is the oldest body, oldest coloring, like all of the things are going against it there. So that is unfortunate that the color is not going to match Bly. Hopefully they, update him soon. But right away, taking a look at those helmets, you can see the massive difference. Now, this is to be expected, right? Bly is the oldest figure in this line here versus Galle, who is the newest. But let's take a look at him next to some of the newer figures. So this is the Clone Wars version of the Phase 2 Clone Trooper. Okay, so now you can see the iteration. This is an original, realistic Revenge of the Sith helmet, but it's the old version. Now this is the Clone Wars interpretation, not great. It's kind of got skinny cheeks, if that makes sense. I don't really like how it looks. And then this is the updated, looks fantastic. But now if you slot in a newer clone trooper that has the mix between realistic and the Clone Wars, you can really see the different shape up there between the various figures. So right there, you could see this is close to the realistic, but it's old, right? Bly's old. It doesn't look great. You get to the Clone Wars version and it looks terrible. It's skinny. It doesn't have the right paint. It just doesn't look good. And then they get close. They get almost the right proportions here with the helmet. The paint looks better, but it still doesn't look great. And now you get to here, and you can see right in the mouth area is really where the changes, come into play here. Pulling these two closer, you can really see it there. You can see the mouth is sharper. The corners on the eyes also are sharper. The front area of the helmet undergoes a mold change, and then looking at the sides here, you could see that difference in the length of the bottom of the helmet there. This kind of stops early versus the other one. And then on the back, again, just overall it's more full. It's the correct look of the Clone Trooper helmet. And while it's a small upgrade, it can't be understated. It really not only makes this figure great, but it's going to be so great for future Clone Troopers. All right, what are my final thoughts on Clone Lieutenant Galle? As I said in the review, this is by far the best Black Series Clone Trooper on the market, and one that you definitely need to get in your collection. The standout item is the helmet. The upgrade can't be understated, and I cannot wait to see them use this helmet mold more in future Clone Troopers next year, and so on. So again, if you don't already have him, make sure you pick up this Clone Trooper. He's a must-have in your Black Series collection. So thanks again so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy, hit the like and subscribe button down below to show your support for the channel, and to stay tuned for more content coming very soon. So with that said, thanks again, and I'll catch you in the next one.